Hi everyone, welcome to our live. Hi anyone who's watching the replay. It is Quinn and Happy. Quinn for the win and the positive pineapple. And it also goes by Happy. We are here to have a conversation. Half kava and a conversation together. We're going to show you what it looks like to make a pineapple kava shot. And as always, we start off with a story. Pineapple shares a story of the day.
Yep.
And then we go into the topic of our topic today on episode 6 is being a good person. And then we'll have our kava shot. Or we usually have the kava shot first, and then we have the conversation. We'll see what comes first. So yeah, stick around if you want to get into all that with us. And looks like he's going to pull up an article. That's what it looks like.
Yep.
Okay, so story time.
I like to start off with some good vibes.
Good vibe story.
Yes.
Oh, I have 2 of them.
Yeah, that's the pineapple one. And if there's something insight into the pineapple loves kombucha, loves the booch, loves it. Today's flavor.
I needed that after the pizza.
Besides the lemon berry,
they're both really good. Wow.
There is the golden pineapple.
So good. You could taste the pineapple. It tastes so fresh and pure.
So this is a story that I found on the web. It's the secret of happiness. And the story is, once a young man wanted to learn about the secret of happiness from the wisest man on the earth. The lad wandered through the desert, mountains, and plains to find the wisest man in the land. He finally reached a beautiful castle on the high atop of a mountain where a very wise man was said to reside. The young man had imagined the wise man to live like a sage with a modest and quiet lifestyle. But to his surprise, he was not at all like a sage. He saw lots of activities happening in the castle. Tradesmen came and went. People were conversing in the corners. A small orchestra was playing soft music. And finally, he saw a table covered with platters of the world's most delicious food. The wise man conversed with everyone, and the young man had to wait several hours to meet the wise man. The wise man listened attentively to the young man's curiosity to know about the secret of happiness. The wise man replied that he didn't have time to explain the secret of happiness at that moment, but he suggested the young man have a look around his castle and its beauty and uniqueness and return in 2 hours. He also assigned a task to the man. He handed over a teaspoon to the man, which had 2 drops of oil. The wise man said to the young lad, "As you wander around this castle, carry this spoon with you without allowing the oil to spill." The young man began climbing and descending the many stairways of the palace, keeping his eyes fixed on the spoon. After 2 hours, he returned to the room where the wise man was. "Well," asked the wise man, "did you see the Persian embroideries that are hanging in my dining hall? Did you see the garden that it took the master gardener 10 years to create? Did you notice the beautiful parchments in the library?" The boy was a little embarrassed, a little sheepish, and confessed that he had observed nothing. His only concern was to not spill the oil that the wise man had entrusted to him. The wise man said, "Then go back and observe the marvels of my world," said the wise man. "You cannot trust a man if you know nothing about that man and his surroundings." Relieved, the boy picked up the spoon and returned to his exploration of the palace, this time more conscious of the surroundings and observing all of the works of art on the ceilings and the walls. He saw the gardens, the mountains all around him, the beauty of the flowers, and the taste with which everything had been selected. Upon returning to the wise man, he explained in detail everything he had seen. "But where are the drops of oil I entrusted to you?" asked the wise man. Looking down at the spoon he held, the boy saw that the oil was gone. "Well, there's only one piece of advice I can give you," said the wisest man. The secret of happiness is to see all of the marvels of the world and to never forget the drops of oil on the spoon. That is the story.
So the rest is up to us to
Yes.
kind of like understand what the wise man was saying.
What it's saying is, this is just my interpretation.
Yes.
Is to be present, to remember what you have, and to appreciate what you have, and at the same time, be able to experience the wonders around you at the same time. Difficult.
Yeah.
Difficult.
I was like, he had two things to focus on. He wanted to be present at what's around him, also being mindful of what he has. That is perhaps precious. Like, don't drop the oil. Maybe the oil represents something on the spoon.
Yeah, it's called your inner peace.
Yeah, like it's like I feel like it represents something about you.
Yeah.
Don't forget about you while you appreciate the things around you.
Yeah. In another way, it's basically saying balance. Being able to create and find balance for oneself. How does it look? I don't know. Only you would know. But I like to suggest in a pineapple way, it's being healthy. Being healthy emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And then maybe that little thing they call finances. So that is the story to jumpstart our Kava-sation today. And then we get into the Kava.
Where did you find the article? When did it slid into your phone and through your email, or
No.
what? How did you?
I just Google searched happy stories. That's all I did. That's all I did.
You did that earlier today?
Yep.
Very nice. Look at that. Who does that? The Happy Pineapple does.
Yeah.
Look for happy stories.
There it goes.
Right. Inspiration's all around us. Go on Google.
There goes our Kava all the way. That came thousands and thousands of miles from the South Pacific Islands in the Kingdom of Tonga, from specifically the island of Vava. V-A-V-A apostrophe you. Because you are worth it.
I kind of want to share what we posted on TikTok today.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's the story. Yeah, let me
what
grab
share?
it.
Go ahead. Where were you going to grab it?
I'm going to grab the link and put it in the comments.
Okay,
so people can check it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So now we're making our quick tea bag. Here goes 1. 5 grams into each. That's for the quicker queen for the win. Boop. And then our reusable tea bag. There it goes. Finding its home. And then, whoop. All right, Klay Thompson. Here you go. Oh, still got that Achilles.
Missed it.
Still missing that Achilles.
Okay.
But it's all right. It's all right. We are doing our best.
Yes.
We're doing our best.
I want to make sure I got
All right. So what do we put on?
correctly.
What do we put on TikTok today?
We're going to put on TikTok basically a video about you talking about the story of the kava and just, sharing it in a very story time way. You included your father in there. You included Vava'u in there. You included the good vibes in there.
Ah,
So,
yes.
yes, I want to make sure that I share it.
We have our tea bag with 5 grams.
Oh.
And then putting it into the reusable tea bag. Boop, boop. There it goes. There it goes. Quinn for the win. Got hers already.
Mm-hmm.
And the pineapple is just finishing his up. Oh, where's the drawstring pineapple?
Yep, I did it right. There we go. There is the link to our TikTok. You can check out the instructions on how to use it with the TikTok.
All right.
And also our new video we
There we go
posted
from
today.
the 3-point line.
Yeah. And
No eyes. Curry for 3. Oh, whoop. Brick. But it's okay, because Draymond Green is cleaning it up. Pow! Right there, Draymond. Right there. All right, now we need our hot water. We need 1 ounce, and here goes a shot glass. Shot glass is 1 ounce. So basically, there it goes.
There it goes.
1 shot of hot water.
And by the way, this is a completely different way from the traditional way of drinking kava. All right. So what you're seeing here is not what you normally would see how people are drinking their kava. All right.
Yes, the traditional way is not cool. The pineapple kava shot.
This is cool and convenient.
Yes, exactly. You don't have to sit around hello old people to enjoy and get the effects.
Oh.
No, you can pick your favorite person or even enjoy it yourself real quickly and get to the point. And then you have a timer.
Yeah, you have the timer for 3 to 5 minutes.
Yes.
And we're just gonna smush this around. We're gonna smush this around.
We'll go 3 minutes today.
Okay, we're gonna go 3 minutes today. And while we do this, does anyone have any questions about kava?
You know what I was thinking about when I was driving back from Temple earlier today?
Yes, please tell us. Oh, you did actually go.
Yes, I did. And I was thinking about it. And I was thinking about kava. Yeah. And you know what kava is? It's hella cool.
It's cool. Kava is cool. Cool kava.
You want to know why? Because most people don't even know what it is. Do you know why?
Secret, not so secret.
Do you know why? What I believe?
Why is that, Pineapple?
It's because kava is culture. It comes from an island culture that was secluded for so many years, and then we, the pineapple, is able to extract just a little bit of it and then share it with everybody else. The reason why I believe most people haven't heard of it is because there aren't enough people like myself to share the good vibes.
Yes.
That's basically what it is.
Definitely making its way very slowly with kava bars. So maybe there's one near you.
Yeah. Maybe. Because this stuff is like wine. This stuff is like bourbon, whiskey. It is meant to be shared. It is meant to be experienced with people that you care about. The big difference between, the 2 or the 3 is that this will not give you the hangover. This will not give you the bad vibes the next day. Like with alcohol or wine, people can get angry. Many do. Right?
Yeah, easily triggered. I mean, some people are happy drunk, but no, you get the other drunks too, where it's like really a ticking time bomb.
Exactly. I don't know if you guys have heard this term before. Alcoholic.
Yes.
But those individuals, which at times they can be great,
yes,
don't have a really good reputation.
Yes.
And perhaps it's because their anger may get the best of them.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
May get the best of them.
Correcto.
But see, the difference with kava is you'll never, ever, and I don't even like to use the term never. You'll never find when a person is drinking kava ever get angry.
You've never seen it.
Oh, Blake. I'll repeat it again. You will never, ever see a person who is drinking kava at that time get angry. See, this stuff, these good vibes, it makes you feel hella good.
Yes.
It doesn't pump you up like alcohol. It makes you want to fight people. Right? There it goes.
There it goes. All right. When we do the final squeeze, usually we squeeze it out with the spoon. We press it against the cup. And then we do a final squeeze to really get it out.
Exactly.
You know what? One of these days, I've been wanting to tell you this. We got to find like a stand or something so it can be further out so people can actually see us doing the kava thing. Because look, it disappears. They can't see it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But you can always go to the TikTok. You can always go to the TikTok.
Yes, you can always do TikTok, but for life purposes.
See, and on the Etsy, we got to upload a picture of what it's supposed to. Because remember, we get 5 photos. That's the other thing we're supposed to do.
We did 5 photos. I mean, we did hella photos. Okay.
No, there's another. Those were the. I'll show you now.
Oh, okay.
So, Here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes.
Here it goes. I'm doing the last squeeze, and then we're gonna do the Kava-shot. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh. What is it? Oh.
Oh
Yeah. Like I mentioned, you won't have any angry people drinking kava. Never. Never. And I like to suggest and mention, when you actually get to experience it and somebody shares it with you, it's special. It is special.
Yes, because you will have a Kava-sation with them.
Exactly.
A kava and conversation. A really nice one.
Here it goes right here. I like to drink it in a little espresso cup. Does it make me feel fancy? What I said, what I said. Cheers to you, cheers to you. Cheers to you, Cuckoo Quinn. Korean Hots. Good vibes. There it goes, there it goes.
Not bad. The taste is nearly not as bad compared to the kava bars.
Oh.
And if you have some pineapples, it's a great thing to go with it. Good thing you got the pineapple kombucha. Always hits you so hard. See, it's my thing is my mouth is already numb. I didn't really get to taste it. Just a little hint of it.
See, I like to hold it in my mouth for a second or two.
Oh.
And then flush it.
Oh, I just drink it. Maybe that's why you're feeling it a certain way. I just and then it travels up my head, and then
we have blood vessels in our mouth that are able to hit our
barely talk.
hit our different sensors in our brains. That is wonderful.
Oh, and by the way, I know that we were not on last night.
Yes.
Somebody rode 100 miles.
It wasn't that bad.
Was a little beat, which I would be beat. Shit.
Yeah,
And so they chose to rest.
What?
What kind of comment is that?
I said, of
course you do. Yeah, because you were beat. So if you were beat, I would definitely be beat.
Who wouldn't be beat?
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
And just to let you everyone know,
unnecessary remarks.
These tea bags,
yes.
2 servings.
2 servings.
The Cuckoo Quinn for the win. She's good for 1.
Actually, I'm gonna do another one too.
Oh, now you say it.
Oh, because you put mine in yours.
Yes. There you go. Ready?
Thanks. Hot water's in here, by the way. Oh, you do it. Oh, you really measure
to measure. Yeah. Just so it can
just
be
like a bar. I
consistent.
feel like a bartender. One
just so
shot.
It can be consistent.
Okay.
And so something we got going on this upcoming weekend. Quinn has a lady friend that is holding a love event.
Dating event.
Yes.
In Sacramento. Y'all in Sacramento, come through.
Exactly.
It's going to be facilitated. So if you're an introvert, it's all guided. Mostly guided. And at the end, it's kind of free for all. I mean, by that time, you're already connecting, getting insight. When people just want a little bit deeper capacity, then you'll have the comfortability to continue a conversation with someone at the end.
There it goes.
Yes. But yes, it'll be our first pop-up, basically.
Yes, because
first pop-up.
The pineapple will be there sharing the good vibes.
Yes.
Sharing the good vibes. And it's going to look fancy. I'm going to have these fancy little white porcelain cups or something fancy to put it in.
Yeah.
Because
we need hella
we're not going to be serving this in no cardboard cups. Plastic cups.
Yeah, definitely not plastic, but I'm for the compostable. They have some clean white looking ones.
When I think of kava these days now, I think of fancy.
Okay.
It's
giving you a fancy experience.
Exactly. Because it's rare. If you haven't heard of it, there's a reason why. There's a reason why. Because it's rare.
It's rare.
Why are people not sharing these good vibes more often? Because they don't know. They haven't had.
They don't know.
They haven't had somebody like myself, or someone from the islands, or how about this? If you ever visit Hawaii, or you ever visit the islands in the South Pacific, ask about Kava, Kava, and you will get some info on it.
Mm-hmm.
You will get some info.
So you feel like it's time to talk about the topic? It could be a really good long one.
Yeah. So the topic today is being a good person, right? And the reason why I bring it up is because being a good person is at the core of myself, my being, and I've come to find and just experienced myself that I don't believe many people choose to be good because it doesn't pay.
Yeah, and they don't feel like it.
It doesn't pay monetarily.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I was going to say, and they don't feel like it.
Yeah.
Because they're not feeling good. So why would they, and then maybe some bitterness is there. So why would you
But see, if it paid,
then,
right?
Yeah, right.
Then people would feel good.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Right? It's worth suffering.
Yeah.
To be able to share the good
one.
vibes.
Yes.
Make sense?
Yes, totally.
So, being a good person. So, what is a good person to you, Miss Cuckoo Queen?
The first, actually two now. The first word that popped up to me is someone who's considerate. Consistently considerate, right? And, underneath that category, there's thoughtfulness, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's if you're considerate of someone's feelings, there's going to be a way that you talk to them. There's going to be a way that you're thoughtful about them, right? Yeah. And the second one for me, this kind of correlates with being a good friend. It's very correlated because I talked about being a safe space. So a good person to me is someone who's considerate and who's someone that is a safe space.
I like it.
Yeah, just two right there. And there's categories underneath there that I can elaborate on. But those two umbrellas right there. So
follow-up question when I hear that is,
yep.
Do you embody those two things you just mentioned?
I do.
Like you say now, how about 10 years ago? No. And then 5 years ago, and then now.
Okay, hold on. 5 years ago.
Let's start with 10.
10? Yeah, definitely not.
And why is that?
Because I was not good to myself.
Mm-hmm.
So because I wasn't good to myself, I felt shitty. And I was very living with a victim mindset. And I was very selfish. And I was a severe people pleaser and codependent. So I projected a lot of my pains onto my family.
Gotcha.
So my family, if they could recall who I was, they would say she was a biatch. And such a fucking asshole.
And
I was not considerate. I was a biatch.
Wow, that's pretty serious. That's pretty.
Yes. I've had a lot of reflection time, and I was able to kind of trade places with them in my mind. I even dreamt about it, so I can really see, and I can review and look back at my actions. Yeah, they were inconsiderate of their feelings.
Mm-hmm.
They, I did not consider them in the equation of my life, of my actions. And I was not a safe space for them either. For them to come to me and share with me about their concerns, and especially if it was related to me and my relationship. Oh, no. You don't know what you're talking about. Go away. Leave me alone. You don't know what you're talking about. Can you just be happy for me? Very self-centered. It's very self-centered. So yeah, I was not a good person to my family.
Mm.
However, on the outside world, I looked really good.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm not done squeezing, so I'm going to be late. But yeah, so that's 10 years ago, because 10 years ago would be 2012. What was I doing in 2012? I was definitely in a relationship, and I was in the hotel industry, and I was in my second relationship, long-term relationship. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, and I would say 5 years ago, I was just starting on my self-love journey. So I was becoming better, getting better. And then today I would say I am definitely way more considerate towards my family and more of a safer place with my family. Sometimes me and my mom, this is a work in progress, but sometimes she don't feel safe with me. Sometimes I don't feel safe with her. I mean, a lot of times it's work in progress, but I would say it's definitely way better. So I would say I'm a better person today than I was. Oh, that sounds like such a movie.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's me.
Very nice.
Yes. Now back to you, Pineapple.
Well, when I think of
like what a good person is to you, or
yes, I'll share a situation.
A situation.
A
Yeah,
scenario.
You love the story scenario.
A scenario.
Paint the picture.
Just imagine, right, yourself, and you have a sibling, and you have one of your parents or someone that raised you. And the person who raised you, your mom, your father, your grandma, auntie, whoever it may be, they were getting into
fat shot.
They were bickering and actually getting really upset with one of your siblings. Okay. Right? It would be like your mom getting angry with one of your sisters.
Got it.
Right? And so both parties are grown up.
Okay.
Right? The sisters, they're no longer kids anymore. Okay. They don't have much power over their son or daughter anymore. So the son or daughter go ahead and just does something the parent doesn't want them doing.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And so
I know this one.
So the parent feels a certain way.
Oh, yeah.
They start hurling threats, right? Because that's what parents sometimes will do. They will say the most hurtful things. The most hurtful things. And they may not even realize it.
Yes.
But yet it sticks with us.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So the sibling ends up leaving. And then there's left one sibling. And instead of pointing out to the parent, because it's their parent as well, they listen as to why they were yelling. Instead of siding with someone, they were seeking to understand why they were getting angry, why they had this fire, and why it was being projected onto someone else. Right? And in short, it sounds a little difficult because I'm using the scenario. I'll just say it was me.
And you're on Kava, Yeah,
it was me. It was me, my mom, and my brother. She was hurling insults at my other brother. He ended up doing something she didn't want him to do. But I had mentioned to her, if there's any consolation, hey, I'll listen to you, Mom. Don't worry about, the other one, because I'm the oldest. And hopefully by me, the oldest, listening and being considerate of your feelings, at least you're 50% winning. Right?
At least somebody will listen.
Exactly.
One of their kids.
That's why I asked, hey, so what's actually wrong? Because it sounds like you've been wronged. And that's why you didn't want your son to do a certain action. Yeah. And come to find out, yeah, that's what it was. She had felt slighted. She had felt cheated and
betrayed, probably.
And so she didn't want one of her own kids to do something that was against her wishes. I mentioned to her, hey, at the end of the day, you have one person who is listening. And it may not be all of us, but at least, one of us can talk to the other
Mm.
and hopefully smooth it out on their end so we can keep the peace.
Yeah.
So we can keep the peace.
Mm.
You know, I'll be the bridge to help smooth both fires out, right? Fire over here, water in the middle. Right? So that's essentially what I did. It took about an hour and a half, and she went on and on and on, but slowly and slowly, you know, by me just joking around.
Yeah, adding humor,
because that's what I do.
Yep.
She eventually, it sounded like, she didn't forget, but she didn't have any more energy. You know, she didn't have any more fire to keep.
Yeah,
keep spewing.
it was what's it called when you put out a fire? There's smoke. It sizzled out.
Fizzled out.
Sizzled. Fizzled out. Yeah, the fire fizzled out.
So, in short, the pineapple, answer to being a good person is we don't need to be perfect, but hopefully 50%, at least 51% of the times, or 50.1% of the times, we decide and elevate ourselves to our higher conscience to make a decision that is better, not just for ourselves, but for others around us.
Okay, so what I'm hearing you say is a good person to you is someone who chooses the choices from a higher consciousness place.
Yes.
That will not only help them, but helping someone else too.
Yes, that'll help the whole.
The whole, yes.
You see?
Yes.
Not just the self, not just another person, right? But the whole. You know,
I like that.
They would be able to take into consideration. You know, the whole. And for example, you know, what is a good way or a good example for that? Being the patriarch or the matriarch of a community or one's family. You know, no one's going to make the right decision 100% of the time. But if we can do 50.1, you know, that's a good start. That is a good start. Because if we're able to do that, we can tip it just a little bit in favor of our higher selves. You know, let's think about it. Do we really feel good when we make the opposite decision? You know?
Yeah, like a decision not from the higher consciousness place.
Like, for example, I was mentioning to you about a close family friend of mine, and she was sharing with me how she was practicing and processing not getting angry or removing anger from within herself, being able to forgive, you know, others, being able to not judge other people. And hearing her say this, I thought, okay. You know, I maybe I thought of some other things, but I was like, you know what, Pineapple? That's the first step for them.
Yes.
It's for them to say it out loud so they can convince themselves and start growing towards that.
Yeah, making it real.
Yeah.
Like really real in their lives.
Because do they still judge? When I'm around, I still hear it.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Do they practice forgiveness? I hear it and I hear, maybe not always.
But okay,
do they get angry? Whoo! There are a few outbursts.
So when you hear someone contradicting themselves, you still honor of like what they're expressing to you.
Absolutely.
That's you being a good person to this person.
I'm mum. You know, I don't say anything.
Sometimes you'll poke, but it's just for funsies, not to make someone feel like shit.
No, you got to know the audience.
Yeah, you got to know the audience.
You got to know the audience. You know? And then the other one she was mentioning is bitterness. That was the other. So she was expressing bitterness, anger, forgiveness, and judgment. Yeah, and that just kind of wraps up with being a good person, right? Those are 4 components that go into tipping the scales which way, of making a higher conscious decision, right? Because if we're angry, which side do you believe we tip toward?
Oh yeah, it's really easy to go with that emotion.
Yeah.
Go with the anger feeling.
Yeah. And does it make do we make the best decisions, or our higher conscious self decisions when we're angry?
No.
Probably not.
No,
Probably
it
not.
makes things worse. I've done it so many times.
When a person is hella bitter, do we, make the best choices?
I remember so many times where I acted on that, and then later on, it just makes it worse, right?
Yeah.
Then you're like, shit. You regret, I wish we could just go backwards and I could have handled it a different way, because now it's awkward, or now we're really not cool, and it's like, how do we make it okay again?
Right. And
then
you just say, fuck it.
Well, not me.
I'm not gonna fix it.
I'm an anxious.
We're just going forward.
Attacher, so I overdo even more to really try to make things work again.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
How what do you think or believe is a percentage where people just say, hey, you know what? That's in my rear view, and I'm just going forward. A
lot of people do that.
Right?
That's avoidant now. You're avoidant. So there's avoidant attacher and an anxious attacher, and then there's secure attacher, which is the rare one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, oh no, avoid that. Fuck that.
Right. And then take judgment, for example. When we judge,
it does not feel good.
And another person is there, maybe the indicator that we're judging is that we see the other person withdraw or getting angry and being defensive, right? And then there's this.
Oh, you're speaking judgment towards the person?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When people confide in one and then they just throw or...
Yeah, get defensive. You think that you're helping, but you're coming off really judgmental.
Yes.
That's a great example.
Yes.
Yeah, you ain't helping. You think you are, but yeah, that's so many people.
I agree.
Unfortunately, sometimes those people are someone that you see all the time.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So there goes the judgment, there's the bitter, there's the angry, and then the forgiveness,
That's a long journey.
It is, right? It is.
It is, because to forgive someone, that means you're forgiving someone that caused you a lot of pain, right? So to even make that lighter, we got to in my experience, making it right with us first, to even have the space to open up the forgiveness to the other person.
Yeah. I read a story where someone had murdered.
All kinds of levels.
One of these parents, someone had murdered one of murdered their son.
Yeah.
Popular football kid. I believe it was in Atlanta. The kid was with his girlfriend, 17 years old, in Georgia. The son went to go eat with his girlfriend at a diner. He gave his girlfriend his credit card to order. She goes to the bathroom. She comes back out. She sees her boyfriend outside on the ground, blood.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
So he went from being inside of the diner to outside.
Being outside.
She went to the bathroom.
Came out.
What
rushed
the
outside.
Hell? Oh, man.
Seen him bleeding. They had already called the 911. And from what I read in the rest of the story, they apprehended the two.
So they caught the
two people, and they seem to have known each other.
Oh, yeah, obviously, usually.
But it had mentioned that the parents, had already started to forgive the two other people. So I was like, wow, that's pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's, could be a story.
Right. No, I've heard these stories before. I forgot what exactly the details was, but I was watching one of those documentary things about with the court. But they forgave, I believe it was a woman, for killing, one of their kids or something like that. Yeah, and people, there was a lot of judgment. People gave a lot of judgment towards the parents for doing that. But, they were looking for peace, so they chose to forgive, or opening their hearts to forgive their child's murderer.
Yeah. So I wish, in these articles that hopefully these people had social media and they put a link so you can click on it and see who are these people that are these forgivers.
Yeah. I mean, in the documentary, they showed them visiting the murderer in jail.
Oh,
yeah. They, and I believe when she get out, I just remember scenes showing that, they were like, because they understood that she was young and, and all that. She was a young girl who killed.
It's quite a growth.
It's quite something.
So being a good person, right? Does it pay? Maybe
not right away.
Perhaps in the spiritual realm, feeling peace, right? Because when I think of bitterness, anger, forgiveness, judgment, right? Those four will help us, rise in those moments to our higher conscience.
Yeah, and maybe, does it pay, right? Maybe it can pay you in peace. It can pay you in, if you're talking about money, perhaps it can lead you there,
Perhaps, maybe, right? Because think about it, here's the question. How many good people would you say you know?
That's consistently good?
Yeah, when you hear good person.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
There should be people that pop up.
I know.
In your head. For example, I'll give you another example of who are some good athletes that you know?
Yeah.
Who are some fit people that you know in your life, in your community?
Yeah.
Right? There are going to be a few that pop up.
Yeah.
How about this? Who are a few people that are religious? Right? Few people would probably pop up in your head.
Yeah.
Who are a few people that are really smart? Some people will pop up. Who are some people that are really attractive?
Yes.
It pops up. But then when you think of who are good people in your life, it's like, let me think about that.
Well, I have
who are
two
angry people that you know?
And
it pops up.
I know.
But
I feel like we pause because, one, people don't even know what a good person looks like. So they're kind of like, this person's good, but it's not with full conviction.
Yeah.
And I would say you would really need to hang around with someone and see how they deal with things, see how they treat other people, see how they treat strangers. That's why I'm hesitant on certain people. Obviously, the people I hang around with, I'm not going to hang around with people who are unsafe.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hang around with people who
Now.
are inconsiderate. Yes.
Now.
Yes, of course. I'm talking about now, of course. I'm talking about the present time, okay?
Let's go 10 years, 5 years, and now. 10 years ago, would have you hung out with unsafe people?
Yeah, I didn't know any
5
better.
Years ago? Half and half.
Half and half.
And then now?
No.
See? That's growth.
Yes.
It's growth.
Yes, but I would say, because I have seen these two individuals day and night before, we've been out before, we have gone out before many, many, many times in many, 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 many scenarios. That's why I have two people on my mind that I could say that I know for sure without a damn doubt in my mind that they are good people.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I know a couple, at least a couple. Yeah, that come to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's perfect, right?
No,
Nobody's perfect.
We've seen moments that they, but I'm talking about consistency and consistency and consistency.
Oh, the 3 C's.
Yes. And then another C, the considerate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Safe space is not with a C, but no, I was trying to say it with the C. Safe space and consideration.
Yes.
That's where I based it off of.
Another bottle of Booch. Peach Paradise.
Wow. At first I saw the berry lemon, and then all of a sudden I see a new one. Oh, pineapple. Then you busted out a new one.
Peach Paradise.
You went on a
There's three things that I love.
kombucha,
Kava,
and
coffee. And I have those three every day. They are my simple, luxurious pleasures.
Oh, you didn't get like a good breve macchiato. That's why you had to go to Temple, huh? Or whatever you got. Like you got the espresso with the breve, right? So that's
I didn't do the breve at Temple. I just got the whole milk.
Oh.
You see,
got it.
If you guys don't know,
$2, right?
if you guys don't know what a macchiato is, I mentioned it to some cycling buddies, and they go, "Oh, that sweet stuff from Starbucks," and I go, No. The fancy traditional macchiato.
See, so okay,
It comes in a super small cup, right? And it is 2 espresso shots with foam milk in it, right?
So that's the traditional way.
That's the traditional.
What's the other way?
It's the Starbucks way.
How's the Starbucks way?
I don't know. It comes in a big cup like this.
So it's more like a latte.
See?
Just
So
more.
This
coffee.
right here, you see the size difference?
Yeah.
This is a size of a macchiato at Starbucks. This is a traditional macchiato. You see?
Okay.
And so at the place that we went to earlier was at Pivot Coffee in Midtown Sac. And see, I refrain from talking,
Yeah, you don't want to.
I don't want to talk bad, but it wasn't
to what you would normally
what
have.
it wasn't what it was.
Maybe
right?
it's to other people's jams, right? But you've been around the block, so
maybe
you've tried a lot. So
I ordered there's the macchiato with whole milk, and then there's a breve, with half and half. It makes it creamier.
Yeah, and more fattier.
Yes, and fattier. I love the fat. Love it. And so they charge you extra, $1.05 for the breve, half and half.
Half and half.
$4.25 plus $1.05 equals $5.30. And unfortunately, it was a little sad. So I went back to a different coffee shop 9 hours later.
I still need to get my hit.
Yeah, she goes, why are you going to Temple? I was like, addiction. So I went and got a regular macchiato, $4.25, because if I would have got the breve, they would have probably charged me not $1.05, but $2.
Wow.
$2 or $1.50 extra. But my favorite coffee place in Sacramento. It's Naked on Broadway. You know how much that breve macchiato, and it is super creamy? $4. $4. You know, if I double it up, do a quad shot instead of the two shots instead of one shot, and double the foam milk, right? You would think, at least double the price.
Yeah.
Or at least
but then
half more of the price. No. Still $4.
That is just, you cannot beat that. And plus, it's great to you. So what the heck?
And it's perfect every time. You know why? It's because I had asked the master roaster there, and asked him, when it comes to the coffee process, right?
Yeah.
Where it's grown, when it's picked, when it's processed, when it's shipped, when it's finally roasted, and then when it's roasted, and then it finally comes to brewing your cup with the barista. What is the most important stage? He goes, the roasting and the barista. Because it could be perfect from the time it is grown all the way to shipping, and then when it gets to the coffee shop, it could be roasted incorrectly, if it's roasted perfectly, it could be pulled or made incorrectly and then change the whole experience. Like, for example, when I have it at Naked, I feel happier. It's like, it's not even coffee. Like, I feel like my tongue is dancing.
Wow. I mean, you make people want to drink this, but for me, I just need a little sweetness. Then I'll be happy.
And there's no sweetness.
Can I add sweetness? Can I order it? That will not be just that. That's like, how could you?
I don't know.
Because they'll mess up the taste.
You could ask.
But that's why I do my latte. But then, okay, I'm curious about the macchiato because you said there's a way to have it in like this.
No, you've had a taste.
I know.
You've had a taste.
I just need a little sweetness. That's why I asked for half sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the taste of coffee too, but it just needs to be a little sweet.
See?
Not hella sweet. And then,
Yeah. If I want sweetness, I'll have a pastry. If I want sweetness, I'll have a donut.
See, I can drink tea straight. It doesn't need to be sweetener or nothing.
Mm-hmm. You can have what?
Tea. Just hot water and tea.
Oh.
I don't need I can do that. So I would imagine it's kind of like that with espresso.
Yes.
Because it's just
But it
water.
just tastes like water.
What, the tea?
The tea.
Well, depends. Well, obviously it's lighter, but you can make it concentrate. I've had really strong tea before. But then it's too bitter. So you know how espresso, there is a bitterness to it. But you've tried so many that...
And here goes the thing with the bitterness, right?
Yeah.
The master roaster, he was pulling the shots.
Yeah.
And then I asked him about, because he has a certain way he dials the machine.
Yeah.
And a certain way he dials the grinding of the machine as well. So he grinds it over here. And it goes into the thing and swipe.
Yeah, I know.
And then you get the tamper.
Yeah.
And then you do the little twist. And then you put it into the
machine.
The machine.
And then it does.
And then you press the button for the hot water. This hot water, if you push it for 28, 30 seconds or more, the longer each second it goes, the more bitter it'll taste.
Okay.
If you pull it shorter, it'll be a little sweeter. It's amazing. You can geek out on this stuff. That's what I've been doing with this.
So if you put the hot water through for less than 30 seconds, it won't be as bitter.
Hell, it might not even be bitter. Interesting, right?
Yeah. Oh, hey, Alvita, Kava cakes, the sound effects. Yes. Yes.
What up, Alvita? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yes, we were talking about the espresso.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the process and yeah. Just the way you describe it is so great. I'm just like, can't get around that like strong ass bitter taste that espresso has.
Yeah, that's why you gotta, just for me, you just gotta see and be able to appreciate the realness about it.
Got it, Alvita. I had a feeling you were on the whole time. I was like, I'm on, and then I was like, there's one more person on, and it's probably Alvita. Yes.
Yeah. Still.
Appreciate you being on with us.
Appreciate you, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've heard us talk, so what is a good person to you? Or what's your idea of a good person?
Quinn,
what?
Sometimes it's okay. People just want to watch.
I know, that's okay.
So
I'm just asking in case if he wants to answer.
Let's just keep chatting.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So what is it's funny. What do you believe a good person will order? Like coffee-wise.
Oh my God, come on.
Yeah, I'm just curious. What do you believe?
Okay. So let's just go with my definition of a good person, right? Considerate and safe.
Yes.
Okay, so I would imagine that to be considerate of their time,
Mm-hmm.
you would already know what you want.
Okay.
And you would be very grateful for their service.
Okay.
Okay?
Pretend. Hold that thought. You might-
And yeah, you're not going to come off rude or anything, you know? Like,
Pretend you're the barista.
okay, I'm the barista.
Okay.
You're gonna act out.
I walk in. Right?
Okay.
And
Hey, how's it going?
you gotta ask me.
I know. So what
What
would you like? What would you like today? What can I make for you today?
Okay. Well, I don't really know. You know, I was kind of hoping that you would have something, have something that you think I would like.
Okay.
See, does that sound like a good person? Someone who is asking the barista who's going to make your wonderful beverage to know what you like. Unlikely, not,
Is
right?
that considerate?
Is it considerate?
Is that considerate?
I don't know. I'm not the judger. But it sounds a little, Let's do it again.
Yes, no stream. Yes, I'll be. Yeah, he put up the slipper. No stream. I was thinking of you, Alvita. I was like, okay, we're not gonna go on. He was so beat. 100-mile ride.
Oh yeah. Yesterday. Whew.
Almost made it, but then I even turned on the light. Like, come on, you've got to be like, no. Sorry.
Yeah, I was beat.
Yeah, and you
I went
you were
further.
up all day.
Yeah.
5:30 a.m. ride.
Yeah. I overextended myself yesterday to go on a cycling ride with some buddies. It was 100 miles, almost 4,000 feet of climbing. Not that much climbing.
See that sandal. You had to produce the good vibes yourself, Alvita.
Yes. So yeah, that's what it was. It was. I was a little
Disappointed?
Disappointed because I missed my
Kava.
pineapple kava shot.
Can't be perfect.
Exactly. All right, let's do one more.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's really good. It's really good.
Welcome. What can I make for you today?
Do you guys have matcha? Oh, just.
Because I asked.
Oh, hold on, no, just.
Okay. You know what? We don't have it. Not at this location.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Could I get a latte?
Okay.
Half sweet.
Yeah.
Half calf.
Yeah. Okay, you can't. What is wrong with having knowing what you want?
Half sweet, half calf, and
With oat.
with oat milk. Do you guys have oat?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, good. Because I don't really like oat, but if you have soy, I'll take soy. But since you have
Okay,
oat,
I didn't go that far.
then I'll take the oat. Oh. And could you put it on ice, please? How is that? How is that drink?
Maybe the delivery of the order, it's very like abrupt. It's not smooth.
It's not smooth? Okay, let me do it one more way.
I know what I want. First of all,
ding dong,
at least you know what you want.
ding dong.
Hey, Pineapple, welcome back.
Hey,
Are you having the same thing today, or what can I make for you today?
Could I get a matcha latte,
Okay.
half calf,
Okay.
half sweet?
You can't do half calf matcha. You're really messing it up.
Okay.
You can't.
Ding dong.
Hey, it's the pineapple.
Hey,
What can I make for you today?
yes, could I get a latte,
Okay.
half sweet,
Okay.
half calf,
Got it.
with oat?
Okay. Got it. Anything else?
No, that's good.
Okay, great. Well, that'll be $4 even.
All right. Oh, and let me do a cash tip because I want to make sure you guys get the tip instead of getting taxed.
Oh, thank you. That's you. You want a half cup too.
So, what kind of order is when you hear that? Is that a good person?
One may think, oh, that's too much.
Just.
But then what if that's what someone like, okay, maybe since you're talking about me.
I'm not talking about you.
Yes, you are. You're getting that from how I order it. Okay, it's damn near the fucking same shit. So maybe I could come in with, can I get a hot latte? No. Can I get a hot oat latte, decaf and half sweet, please? How would you prefer that I order it then? Bring my own sweetener and just make it sweet?
No. You know what you do? You order online.
They don't have online though.
Well, some places do. Some places do. Right?
Or maybe I could bring in a sign. It's like, this is what I want.
There it goes. Yeah. Yeah. You can bring a Post-it note. I just wanted to be considerate.
But you know what? I thank them graciously so much. You know.
All right.
I want to make sure that I'm not being too much. So.
Yeah, it's okay. You're the customer because the customer's always right?
Not all the time.
Yeah. Hell no.
Hell no.
And just like that, man, we already hit the hour mark.
Yeah. Wow.
That was hella quick.
Elvia, thank you for coming through at the end with your good vibes. Thank you. The sandal slap will go to him.
Yes. I feel it. Believe me. I
did it for you.
feel it.
Recovered now. We're back.
Yes.
Yes.
Go. And as always, that's the quick queen for the win.
And that's the pineapple.
On the pineapple, keep spreading your love, keep spreading your good vibes, and keep spreading that wonderful smile that you have. And stay magical. Stay magical, Alvita.
See you tomorrow.
See you, man.
No 100-mile tomorrow, right?
Yes.
No.
Just like 20-ish.
So that's nothing. That's nothing. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow around this time.
Go.
Good night.